Radio Raw here with Johnathan Banks. Successful night for you. I don't even see you breaking a sweat. I came back to the locker room. You were sitting back, chilling, talking to the friends. I mean, sometimes it's an easy night in the corner. Was this one of those nights?
No, it's really never an easy night because all the hard work is pretty much done in the dark. They say in the dark, before the lights come out, before the lights come on, all the hard work is done. So it was a hard night, but it looked easy, you know. But at the same time, I'm grateful because Chris was able to follow my lead, and he did what I asked him to do, and he had a good win tonight.
And to that point, it wasn't enough just for Chris to get a win tonight. He needed to make a statement. We all know that Eubank's ringside. We know that that fight is imminent. And if Chris makes a statement tonight, it puts probably more butts in the seats for that fight and makes it a talk. You said he did what he was instructed to do. What was he instructed to do to make that statement?
So get in there, start off right away, go to work, hurt the guy, and then stop him later on in the fight.
I guess that was his textbook, exactly what he did.
That's why I say he did exactly what we worked on in the gym. That's the point for point. That's exactly what we worked on.
When he got the first round knocked down, I started writing the article. I was like, all right, well, I won't be here for another 2 or 3 minutes. And then we realized just how tough this opponent was. I mean, this guy didn't come to lay down. He got beat. When you see a fighter in there that's tough like that and able to take shots, are you doing anything different with the game plan to bring it to a close soon to make sure this doesn't go 12 rounds of a guy who's just tucking up and taking it?
Well, the game plan didn't change because I knew this is my second time facing Szeremeta, so I knew the type of guy he was. So the game plan didn't change. We just stayed the course. That's all Chris did, stayed the course, and eventually he got the stoppage.
Szeremeta was able to take body shots, but there was a specific one that kept being the setup punch to put him down. It was right under the arm, it hit him right in the rib, uppercut, and then Chris would go back up top. Is that a combination that you practice specifically?
Yes, we did.
And now that kind of shot, that's a signature thing. That's something I'll be looking for next time out. And of course, as soon as the fight was over, Conor Benn, before I could even see him climb through the ropes, I looked up, I thought something else was happening in the ring. It was so quick. And now you know the challenge ahead of you. Where do you see that fight having changed from when it was originally made to now?
Do I see it changing?
Well, yeah. I mean, do you see anything potentially different because of the delay and the way that fight might have gone originally to how it may go in the future?
I think I think it's a more dangerous fight for Conor Benn. This is my personal opinion.
More dangerous now than it was.
Yeah, it's more dangerous now because now you got a slightly different Chris. You know, he ain't launching punches from the first row. You know, he's shooting shots. He aiming for shots. He's shooting them. He landing them properly. And I think that's what it's all about. So I think he's more of a dangerous fighter now.
At what weight is this fight going to take place? Do you know?
Well, if it's Conor Benn that wants to fight, he need to come to where Chris is at, in my opinion.
Is Chris willing, or are you willing to bring Chris down to even a catch weight?
No, it makes no sense. Like, you want to fight, you traveling the world, you following him around. If you want to fight, if you truly want it, I'm only speaking to if he truly want it, then come get it. They say if you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. You can't tell a man to meet you halfway just to fight him. No, you want to be the man, come and beat the man. Come beat the man.
He says he's walking around at a 175. I talked to him yesterday, Ben. He's walking around 160, 75. He's been thinking about Chris, focused on Chris this entire time while Chris is pursuing his career. Do you believe that he can eliminate the weight differential at this point? Like, if he's that big and able to come in at 68 comfortably, is the weight a factor?
Man, he'd be at 160. So if he walk around at 175, he can make 160. Then we got nothing to talk about. Make 160, sign for the fight, be at 160 on the night of the fight, and whatever happens from there happens.
You say Chris did exactly what he was trained to do this time out. If it is Conor Benn next, how does that fight go? What are you training him to do? Specifically, the way you broke it down tonight.
Well, right now, I'm going to say I don't know. But one thing I do know The goal is to hurt him and stop him.
Radio Raheem with Johnathan Banks. It was a pleasure to watch you work again tonight. I hope that is the next fight.
It's a pleasure to watch you work, Radio Raheem. I'm one of the first
Hey.
biggest fans of Radio Raheem. Because when he started, he had a phone. So that's how I'm one of the first, and I'm one of the biggest fans.
He's always been the man, always been a pleasure. Thank you for the
Pleasure mine.
support all the years. Radio Raheem with Johnathan. Thanks.